President Biden has approved an emergency declaration in Hawaii, where the death toll is rising. Devastating wildfires are ravaging parts of the Big Island and the island of Maui.
Now, at this hour, at least 36 people are confirmed dead. Thousands of people have been displaced. Hurricane-force winds are fueling the fast-moving fire. It nearly destroyed the town of Lahaina. More than 270 structures have been damaged, and officials say thousands of tourists have also been evacuated from Maui, while visitors to the island are being asked right now to leave as soon as possible. Joining us now is Dustin Kaleiopu. He and his grandfather made a harrowing escape from Lahaina as the flames engulfed the city. We are thankful that you made it out safely. Share with us what happened and how you got your grandfather out.
Thank you for having me. Honestly, as it was for so many people with the hurricane force winds, the fire moved very quickly and we left with nothing but the clothes on our backs. The smoke was starting to come through our windows. By the time we got in our car, our neighbor's yard was on fire. There were strangers in our yard with their water hoses trying to put fires out. But it happened very quickly, and we were some of the lucky ones. I know so many people were not able to make it out of their homes. And we're starting to see that now as the death toll has risen and it continues to rise. And I would not be surprised if it doesn't reach triple digits today.
Wow.
It is hard to see these images, and we're so grateful that you and your grandfather were able to get out. Do you know anything else about other family members, about your neighbors? Have you been able to connect with others?
When we evacuated, we made it very quickly compared to some people to the opposite side of the island. So we've not been back to Lahaina. But currently, there's been a large group of community members trying to step in and fill in the gaps where service is needed to help out those people that are still on the west side of the island. So I know people are making their way out there today with food and supplies and clothing, water. There's no electricity, no running water in West Maui right now. So community members have been organizing for the last 2 days since the fire started on how to get these supplies back to the folks in Lahaina.
The images, the footage we're seeing from Maui, it just looks completely apocalyptic. People were jumping into the ocean to stay safe. The death toll is mounting. I'm just wondering, from your point of view, how much of a warning did you get? And how much of like a safety passageway out were you aware of? It seemed like this caught everyone off guard.
There was no warning, and I commend the fire and police for the hard work that they were doing. The way the fire moved, it was so quick that there was no time for anyone to be coming through the streets on the megaphone telling us to evacuate. It was word of mouth. We had to figure it out for ourselves. But I know the fire department and the police department was already working so tirelessly to help the folks that they could. And that's just what it was. We had to figure it out.
I see that you are in, it looks like Pukalani right now, and that's about a 30-some miles from the worst of it, from your home. And tell us, are you staying with family members there? What was it like to try and find shelter? What was that escape like, and the search for a safe place to find refuge?
Unlike many people that I know, we luckily have family members that are spread out across the island, and we had a cousin call us and say that her home was open to us. There's about 13 of us staying here right now. I have my mom, my brother, my grandpa, my dad, my stepdad. We had family visiting us from the island of Molokai. We're just grateful. Not many people have the ability to be in a comfortable home like we do. A lot of people are still finding refuge in shelters, camping at beaches, or staying in their cars.
It sounds like you have the most important thing, 13 of your family members all around you, supporting you. You're all together and safe. I'm wondering if you know at all the condition of your home, or if you're thinking, maybe it's too early to think, if you'll ever be able to go back, if there's anything to go back to.
I've seen the aerial footage, and there's nothing to go back to for anyone in the whole town. All of my neighborhood was completely destroyed. My grandparents' house. completely destroyed. My mother's house, my brother's house, everyone that I know, I've seen their houses just brought down to piles of ash. There's nothing recognizable in the rubble. And I wouldn't know what I was looking at if I were to make it back home, or at least to where home used to be.
Dustin, a lot of people know Maui from vacations and from images of Hawaii, but Lahaina has a particular importance for Hawaiian culture, for the Hawaiian people. Talk to us about the significance of your hometown, of your cultural heritage, and some of what was lost in this fire.
Absolutely. Lahaina was the first capital of the Hawaiian Kingdom, and a lot of the structures, a lot of the historical sites were landmarks representing that time in our history. There was also the plantation era where many of our family members came from different countries overseas to work on the sugar and pineapple plantations and help to build this community. And it's just a lot of different history. But what I've shared with other folks is that for the Hawaiian people especially, we never had a written language, and our history was recorded orally through song and dance and chant. And we'll continue to have those memories, those stories to tell. It's unfortunate that we don't have the memorabilia, the artifacts anymore, but as a people, we're strong enough to keep that spirit of Lahaina alive and keep that memory going of what we knew and loved.
Well, Dustin, we so appreciate you sharing that with us, as well as how harrowing the past few days have been. It's encouraging to know you've got your family there with you in a safe place now. please do stay in contact with us, because we understand it'll be a very difficult number of weeks ahead, and we send you all of our support.
Thank you. Aloha.